Shit. All right, hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before we get started giving our praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Chakodash. Double honors once again, as always, and to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who well and taught us truth, peace, much love, and salutations always to those for elect. And just a quick lesson all through the spirit and probably how about Shema Shai. Lord willing, this be quick. It's late, tired, but hey, the work has to be done, you know. And I got this James 1, and I'll start at verse 12. It said, oh, actually, matter of fact, I'll start at verse 2, and I'll jump down. It says, my brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. All right, so we have to count it joy when we go into these temptations, when we come into these troubles. All right, because things are going to, happen to us as believers. More and more, Salakia, as the days go on. As we get closer to the end, and with that being said, hey, we gotta be in the right mindset. We gotta count it joy. Okay. Verse 3, it says, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. All right, the NLT says, for you know that when your faith is tested, your endurance has a chance to grow. And that's really what it's going to be. Our faith is going to be tested in these latter days. When all hell breaks loose. And we're actually presented with life or death scenarios, or make or break scenarios, if you will. Okay, these things are getting ready to happen, but the elect are going to remain. They're going to remain steadfast. They're going to remain in the faith. All right, verse 4 says, but let patience have a perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. Wanting nothing. Salakia. And I'm going to jump down to verse 12. It says, blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. So, again, blessed is the man that endureth temptation. So we gotta endure these things. We gotta continue to fight. Okay, continue to push. Okay, because we're getting tried on a whole nother level. Brothers are getting presented with different scenarios that we've never been presented with before. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay? But we just gotta learn how to adapt. We have to learn how to adapt. We have to learn how to adjust. Okay, because a lot of things are, again, getting ready to happen on a major scale, and the elect, they play a big part in that, right? They play a big part in that, as far as the deliverance is concerned. So you gotta be mindful. You have to endure that temptation. The shit that's going on, hey, you just gotta go through it. You gotta take certain shit on the chin. You gotta, shit, Salakia. You gotta bite the bullet, as they say. Take the low. There's nothing wrong with that. All right, verse 13, it says, let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted on the Most High. For the Most High cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempteth he any man. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. And I got this too. because the Lord ultimately doesn't have a use for the sinful man. He doesn't have a use for men that they're enticed and then they fall into those vices. Okay, Salakia for the yawning. Um, Sirach 15 and 11. It says, or I start at 10. It says, "For praise shall be uttered in wisdom, and the Lord will prosper it. Say not thou, it is through the Lord that I fell away, for thou oughtest not to do the things that he hateth." So if you know the ways of Yahweh Shemashai and you know what upsets him and you know what doesn't please him, the scriptures speak about that. Now his now Salakia, now are his ways made known, or now the things that are made, or the things that are pleasing unto him are known unto us. Roughly paraphrasing. Okay, Salakia, I'm butchering it, but now we have a full understanding of what Yahweh Shemashai requires, what he expects. So knowing that, hey, we ought is not to do the things that he hateth. So you shouldn't be committing adultery. You shouldn't be eating pork. You shouldn't be, doing these things that ultimately piss the Lord off, to the point to where judgment has to happen. Okay? Serving idols, right? Verse 12, it says, "Say not thou, he hath caused me to err, for he hath no need of the sinful man." Right, he has no need for the sinful man. So it's not the Lord that is, is Yahweh Shemal Shai, in control of the good and the evil? Absolutely. But it's not the Lord that is making you do these things. It's ultimately, through your flesh, through your sin. Okay? The Lord has not caused you to err, man. No, it's you. And that's to myself first and foremost. You have to you got to take that into account. You got to keep that in mind. The Lord is not making you do these. No, this is you. So there's certain things that you may have to work on, to build your character up. Okay, ultimately build up your reputation, through your Yahweh Shemal Shai. But there's certain things you're gonna have to do that, to build that character up. That you might not want to do, but you have to do for the sake of the ministry. It's going to happen. All right, but you can't go through your hell or have some bad things happen to you and then, oh yeah, the Lord caused me to go off. No, that was you. You subjugated yourself to these vices, man. And we gotta stray away from these things. First and foremost, speaking to myself, we gotta stray away from these things, man. We gotta stop fucking going to the same shit that we've been going to because it's not working anymore. The fucking is literally not working. When you try to go and deal with fucking women, it don't work anymore. When you try to drink, it don't work anymore. When you try to talk to people that ain't in the ministry, it don't work anymore. None of this shit is working. This shit ain't working no more, man. It's been now. It's been like that. But brothers have to be tapped in. And this is really a message to myself. This shit is not working anymore, man. It don't work. These people are long fucking gone. These people ain't on your fucking side. None of these niggas is on our side. All we have is each other. All we have is the brotherhood. We don't have anybody else. Your fucking woman is an op. Your children don't believe they're ops. Okay, and I'm saying opposites and oppositions, right? They're heathen. They don't fucking believe. They don't believe on anything that we're talking about. And that shit, it might hurt, but hey, we got what's the scripture say? Let's grab that. Did I already finish that? Yeah. I believe. I believe. That's not it. Second Timothy 2:4. Salakia, not Ephesians. Second Timothy 2:4 says, "No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier." We can't get entangled, bro. And you have to remember that when it's all said and done. And the Wadi Habashi Mashai, because the Lord literally, and that's the grace and the mercy of Yahweh Mashai, because the Lord are literally, you might be in a position where you're feeling yourself, or you thinking that shit is gonna go good and it's gonna do that, and the Lord just bring that shit right back down to where the fuck it's supposed to be at. We not. Oh man, I'm getting mad. We're not put here to fucking do this shit, man. We're not put here to be tied up in the affairs of this life. We're not put here to be the husband of the year, to be the brother of the year. You know, the father of the year. We're not put here to do that. We're here to serve the Lord. That's it. Everybody else fucking kick rocks barefoot. That's the fucking problem, man. And we getting too goddamn close for us to be still tied up in these this regular ass shit. And again, this is a message to myself as well. You can't do these lessons and then just, go out and do. No, man. We all in the flesh. This shit happens. Your ass to try to but again, that's the mercy and the grace of the Lord, because you'll get tied up or whatever with some shit. But then the Lord show you, nah, man, this shit ain't it. This shit is not it, bro. Literally is not it. There ain't no fucking fixing Babylon. Let's see, where is it at? Let's get next chapter. Oh shit, that's not. Jeremiah 51 and verse 8. It says, Babylon is suddenly fallen. I'll start at verse I'll start at verse 7. Yeah, I'll start at verse 7. It says, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore the nations are mad. Everybody is juiced up off of this damn, mango juice that America has pushed out. It's made niggas mad. Let's look that word up. Just curious. Oh shit. Disordered in intellect, demented, Crazy, insane. So this place is made out of one's mind. Foolish, extremely stupid, rendered insane. This place has made you niggas insane. Okay? The nations are mad. They drank Babylon's wine and it drove them all mad. It made everybody fucking insane because now everybody thinks that this shit is normal and it's fucking not. It's not normal. There's nothing normal about this shit, man. Foolish, vain, boastful, changed for the worse, abnormal. This shit is not normal to make insane or foolish. Come on, man. And here it is, the men of the Lord are constantly looked at as the bad guys because we're bringing out the truth of the matter. No, you niggas are just retarded. You niggas are actually fucking dumb. The nations are mad. Verse 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her. Take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. So the judgment's already reached to the heavens. If Babylon was able to be saved, it would have already been saved. But guess what? It's not possible. We would have helped her if we could, but nothing can save her now. Let her go. Abandon her. And that's what we're telling our people. Stop giving more, Isaiah the 30th chapter. Woe unto them that trust in the shadow of Egypt. Stop putting your trust in this shit. There's nothing here. There's nothing here. But you dumb niggas gonna continue in it. You're gonna continue in it. And that's fine. That's prophecy. And it is what it is, but it's angering, bro. It's very angering when you see this shit. I'm gonna go back here, Sirach 15 and 12. It says, say not thou, he have caused me to err, for he have no need of the sinful man. The Lord hateth all abomination, and the Most High love it not. So yeah, if you fear Yahweh Shemashai, you're not going to do things that are displeasing unto him. That's just it. Okay? That's the bottom line. And us as hopeful members of the elect, hey, we're trying our best. We're trying our best to please the Heavenly Father and be on his good side. Because we know that through this flesh, hey, in this, what's that? Dwelleth no good thing? No good thing. The Apostle Paul. All right, this is the book of Romans, verse 7, not verse 7, Salakia, chapter 7, and verse, I'll start at 14, and it says the conflict of two natures, struggling with sin, in this part, right? It says, for we know that the law is spiritual, but I am carnal, sold under sin. For that which I do, I allow not. For what I would, that do I not, but what I hate, that do I. The NOT, to try to simplify it, says, I don't really understand myself, for I want to do what is right, but I don't do it. Instead, I do what I hate. So this flesh is a constant, again, the conflict of two natures. It's a constant battle. It's a fight because you want to do good. And again, I'm speaking from recent experience, personal experience, man. Okay, you want to do good. You want to do what's right. But the fucking body just does not allow you to do it. It don't. It don't allow you to do it. So then you end up doing what you hate. Now, not to say you facing a baconator, you know. But hey, if you break one law, you break them all. So you're not trying to break any, but it's what your body is subject to. Working on the Sabbath, I said dietary things. Um, just everything, bro. Every fucking thing. And this shit sucks, man. It hurts. It's saddening, if that's a word. It brings you to tears at times because you don't. There's nothing that you can fucking do, man. But you gotta repent. You gotta continue to pray. All right, and Salaki, I ain't trying to ramble, man. Okay, but it's late and now the spirit done kicked up. Thawadi, how about you, my shy? Because again, another part of the fight. I don't feel like doing the lesson. It's late. Well, nigga, you spend all day working. This is the least you could do. Romans 7:16. Oh no. Yeah, 16. It says that then I do that which I would not. I consent unto the law that it is good. Now then it is no more I that do it, but sin that dwelleth in me. For I know that in me, that is in my flesh, dwelleth no good thing. There's nothing good about this shit. You always fucking up. You always trying. You're striving, but it's a constant battle, man. It's a constant battle. And going back to that precept, man, you cannot get entangled with the affairs of this life. Because all these people, they're going to try to drag you back into this shit. And it's just not good. You know what I'm saying? And take heed to what Yahweh Shema Shah is saying to you when certain things happen. That's all I'll say. It might be something bad. It might be something that you don't expect. It might be something that's, not deemed as good. But analyze that through the Spirit. What is the Lord trying to tell me via this go around or this situation? Okay. It says, I consent unto the law that is good. Oh yeah, I got that. Dwell of no good thing, for to will is present with me, but how to perform that which is good I find not. For the good that I would, I do not, but the evil which I would not, that I do. Now if I do that I would not, it is no more I that do it, but sin that dwelleth in me. Right, so it's this body. It's this fucking body. And that's why we had to get the Lord is going to get rid of these bodies, and we're going to be changed in that moment, in the twinkling of an eye. That abomination is going to be fucking taken away from us because we will be good in that state. We're going to be better. We're going to be better off. But that's all I got, man. I didn't want to hold it up much longer. Lord's will, this is edifying to the elect. Before we close, once again, giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Chakodash. Double honors once again, as always, and to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and taught us truth. Peace, much love, and salutations always to the elect. To the next one, Shalom.